I came to the store many years before I actually retired and then took on a job here. This is a family-owned business. It's been family-owned for 60 plus years. Wow. It's expanded. All these buildings are pre-Civil War. So there's a lot of history in here in the store, including with the family and everything. Great family to work with. They've been involved in the community for many years. Angie has been a big proponent of trying to rebuild, revitalize the square, bring in business. She's actually got a restaurant to rent one of her buildings. And so we're trying to bring things back to this community.
Can you tell me a little bit about the business and the role that it has in the community?
Okay, so it started out as a hardware store. And they kind of did a little expanding because it being a small town, kind of a one-stop shop kind of thing. Angie went to college, decided she's going to come over and take the business. She expanded the furniture. She went into clothing. And she is really into the community as far as bringing the businesses in and bringing people in.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about what motivated you to go solar?
Well, I think we were actually more approached if we got funding to help bring in and save us money to put in the solar. And if it wasn't for the potential of the grants and the funding, we wouldn't have been able to, really afford it for this store, for the business in this area. We needed help to actually do it. And it's been great.
Can you tell me a bit about the benefits that the project has had for you?
I kind of think it's been really good in the sense that, I mean, there's been trials and errors, old buildings, but we have saved money. And it's hit our bottom line for, especially in the summertime when we're running the air conditions, because these buildings, again, pre-Civil War, no one thought about all the insulation you need and everything else. And we're getting the air runs really well, the heat runs well.
So can you tell me a little bit about how the USDA's Rural Energy for America program grant influenced your ability to be able to pursue the solar and battery project?
Putting out that kind of money on the front end, it's, we may not make that back. And it would take us a lot longer to make it back. And having those incentives for the tax and also for the grant funding, it made it possible for us to put our best foot forward and say, okay, we're going to try to do our very best to be the first ones here, to start something new for this town, build the businesses up, and show them that there is a benefit.
And would you have had the funding on hand to be able to even build the equipment to then get those incentives if it hadn't been for the investors on Climatize?
No, not at all. And it would have been a very, very hard thing to sit there to do because we're constantly investing in product here to sell. We want to keep for small businesses in small towns, you can't be like a big box store. You can't have those kind of prices. You have to be something that somebody can afford here.
Is there any message that you would want to communicate to the policymakers who are, essentially creating the grant programs and supporting them currently, debating the tax credits currently, about the benefits that has had for your business?
I think to make it more simple especially for these small businesses that do not have that kind of money to put forth, that they actually have someone better than a pamphlet to go out and say, here are these offerings, because people, you got to put it in layman terms and you got to show them that there are results and how they can get these results and be supportive to them. Just passing a law, saying, well, you're going to get this, that doesn't resonate with the everyday person. We need to make it simpler for the people out in the small rural towns.